Welcome to video 2 of our everyday business etiquette and tool training, where we'll be diving into office tools. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with valuable skills to navigate office tools confidently. Embrace these techniques, practice them, and watch your productivity soar. On average, a professional receives around 121 emails per day. So, mastering the art of writing clear and professional emails is essential for leaving a lasting impression on your recipients and for standing out in a crowded inbox. Here are some top tips to ensure your messages are impactful and well received. Use descriptive subject lines. Clearly indicate the purpose of your email in the subject line to help recipients prioritize and respond promptly. Be clear and concise. Get to the point quickly and avoid unnecessary details to ensure your message is easy to understand. Use proper etiquette. Start with a greeting, use polite language, and always sign off with your name and contact information in your company signature. Proofread carefully. Check for grammar and spelling errors before hitting send to maintain a professional image. And avoid emoticons and abbreviations. These emojis are best reserved for informal communication, so keep your emails professional wherever you can. When you first get started in a new role, pay close attention to how your colleagues write emails. Spot patterns in their tone of voice, the way subject lines are written, and the way they sign off each email. Take a note if anything changes between internal and external comms too. Then, when you're writing different types of emails for the first time, such as informational emails, requests, or follow-ups, ask for feedback from a colleague or mentor. Of course, not every company uses Microsoft Office, but it's the most widely used office productivity suite globally, with over 1.2 billion users. So it's important that everyone grasps the basics of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint in particular as a bare minimum. Let's uncover some valuable tips and tricks to make the most of these powerful tools. First up, Microsoft Word, your go-to tool for creating documents, letters, contracts, flyers, and reports. To get started, make the most of templates. You can save time and effort by utilizing pre-designed templates. Now, format consistently, aligning the styles, fonts, and headings throughout your document to match each other and also to match your company's branding guide. Master the page layout by making use of headers, footers, and page numbering, and we always recommend ensuring the spacing is consistent too. Make sure there's enough white space on the page so your reader isn't overwhelmed with all the information. By contrast, Microsoft Excel is one of the most powerful tools for crunching numbers, analysing data, and creating charts. If you don't have much knowledge of Excel, our biggest recommendation is to find some training online, which will help you to understand basic formulas. Mastering the likes of sum, average, and count to perform basic calculations is the starting point, and the more familiar you become with these, the more you'll start to realise the potential of Excel. Then, of course, Microsoft PowerPoint enables you to create captivating presentations. Practice really makes perfect when it comes to PowerPoint, so take the opportunity to practice where you can. Keep it concise, using bullet points to avoid too many words on any slide. Incorporate relevant images, infographics, and icons to make slides visually engaging, and use basic slide transitions to keep your audience engaged. Now, project management software can increase productivity by 15% and reduce project failure rates by up to 70%, so it's really important that you get to grip with them quickly after joining a new company. There are so many tools and softwares out there, so it doesn't make sense for us to dive into bespoke recommendations here. Instead, we suggest that after onboarding, you take a couple of hours to research the tool and tips for use. You'll find lots of recommendations online. On top of this, most companies use management softwares differently, so be sure to ask your colleagues or a mentor within the company on how best to apply it given your specific role at the organisation. Also, ask if there are any shortcuts, because these can be a real time saver considering how much you'll be using the tool every day. Employees spend an average of 2.5 hours per day searching for information, so it's important to keep your files tidy and accessible. We recommend organising them into logical folders and subfolders based on projects, categories, or dates. Use a standardised naming structure to maintain uniformity across files and ensure they're descriptive so you can quickly identify the content. Always set up a regular backup system to protect data from unexpected loss and protect sensitive data with passwords and appropriate access controls. If there are old files you no longer need, then archive them to keep your active workspace clutter-free. In this final topic, we'll cover online meeting and video conferencing etiquette. Considering video meetings have increased by 500% in recent years, it goes without saying that this is a business must-have. There's a few small things that go a really long way with this. First up, practice active listening. Pay attention to speakers and avoid multitasking during the meeting. Participate thoughtfully by contributing to discussions, asking questions, and offering insights when appropriate. Always mute when not speaking to minimise background noise, and keep your camera on if others in the call do. Adding a virtual background if your real backdrop might prove a distraction. If you're ever asked to run a meeting yourself, then be sure to prep in advance by joining early and testing your audio, video, and screen share beforehand. Also, create and share a clear agenda in the meeting invite so that participants understand before the meeting what to expect and in the meeting can stay on track. That now brings us to the end of session 2. You should now be able to boost your efficiency and productivity with basic office tools. So, take a moment to reflect on your learnings and start practicing writing emails, using the Microsoft Suite, leveraging collaborative tools, and organising your files and making an impact in video meetings.